Welcome to Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson. He is the face of the Miami Heat franchise. He is the pulse of the team. He is one of the greatest in the NBA today, and he is entrenched in his community. He is Dwyane Wade. On this very special episode, Dwyane invites us to sit down with him in his house, a place that has been electrified by many of his career-defining moments. There usually is not much of an off-season for this Miami Heat sensation. Before the 2009-2010 season kicked off, Dwyane Wade shared with us what his eventful summer was all about. Dwyane, thank you so much for joining us here at Center Court. It is your house, so we thank you for allowing us some time here. Let's go to the summer of 2009. You had a very, very busy summer. We'll start off with your trip to the White House. Of course, we were alongside when you went for the championship after the 2006 victory. But going back with Alonzo to spend some time with President Obama, how was that trip?
I mean, anytime you get to go to the White House, it's special. And got an opportunity to go in, and for my first time meeting the president, he was just as cool as you think he is. You know, came in the room and made everybody in the room feel like he knew him. You know, anytime I've had the opportunity to be around our president and him refers me as D. Wade, it's kind of surreal. I'm like, you know, this is cool.
You also, this summer, teamed up with Alonzo for the week-long groove.
You know, outside of basketball, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's my true passion. You know, I like to say that's my heartbeat. It's the things I do in the community, things I do for others. And having the opportunity to team up with Alonzo was special for me. But, you know, I just wanted to really, you know, make my presence felt with him, you know, in his community, because he's a guy that I've looked up to. You know, he tries to go back into community and change it. And that's the same thing I want to do. You know, I want to make sure that I leave a world a better place. And the Summer Groove is a great opportunity for us to do it. We get to let our voices be heard for what we need to do for the next generation.
That was July of 2009. The very next month in August, your other heartbeat, or one of the many that you have, Marquette University, inducted you into the Hall of Fame. A lot of people have to wait a period of time in their lives, but you're not even 30 yet, and they're ready to recognize the greatness that you bestowed upon that university when you were there playing basketball. How was that experience?
It was amazing. It was amazing. You know, like you said, I'm not even 30 yet. And, you know, one day you get to look back at all the things you accomplished. You know, I couldn't have written this thing. I couldn't to write it any better way than it's going for me. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going back, you know, seeing, you know, my old teammates, my old coaches, and giving them that they do and they just for me being here.
Your homecoming back to the Midwest would not be complete without a trip to your high school, which we know you love as well. Richards High School was kind enough not only to retire your number, but to name the court after you. So people will know where it all began.
Yeah.
Did you? I see the smile on your face. You obviously enjoyed that ceremony as well.
I did. I enjoyed it. You know, of course, I called this my house.
Right.
That's probably one of my first houses.
So that was like
the
first house.
That was
right?
my first house.
Starter home.
Yeah, it was the starter home. But, you know, it's special. You know, it's a place that is the same. It's always connected to me. And I just remember them giving me my start. So I always try to make sure that I show them my appreciation.
We don't want people to think that your entire summer was about handshaking and waving and
right, not at all.
Nice plaques. You worked all summer. What was it about this summer that you said, you know what, I'm going back to work?
Last year, I think I showed that I was durable. You know, I worked very hard over that last summer to get prepared for the Olympics and to come into the season, and had a great individual season. So this year I went back and I said, I want to make sure that I'm even more durable, that I'm able to take what's going to come at me, you know, this season.
Your Michael Jordan connection moved from Chicago into the business of sales of shoes and clothes this year. Now Converse, they did a nice job. Now they made you the logo, they took the star out, made it your whole body. What was key in the transition from Converse to the Jumpman logo with the Jordan brand?
Well, Converse, they gave me my first opportunity, my first start. I always hold a special place in my heart. But for me, it was time. You know, when I got that call, and said that that I was moving over to the Jordan brand, it's one of the best days of my life. And then I got an opportunity to give a sneak peek on Twitter that I had some big news coming. It was amazing. And just now having a relationship with my role model, somebody that I look at now as a mentor in Jordan, it's just been great. And you know, I know what they expect from me with the brand, and I just want to continue to try to be who I was before I got to the brand, because that's the reason they wanted me over there.
Walk us through the design process to get to the first MJ Wade shoe.
Well, actually, I mean, the interesting thing about that is it was the 25th year. Of course, you know, they want to make a big splash and a big bang with Michael Jordan already. And now with me coming over to the brand, they thought, you know what, Michael has a lot of trust and belief in me. That's why he wanted me over there. They thought this would be a great opportunity for us to team up with this shoe. So when they presented me with the concept, I mean, my arms and my eyes was open. You know, to have an opportunity to say this is Michael Jordan and D-Wade's shoe, you know, combined together. It's kind of like continuing the legacy that I grew up watching on WGN in Chicago night after night. And the only thing next to me is to do a commercial with Jordan.
There it is.
And then I'm good. So
Mike, he wants it. He's making it plain. You talked about Twitter, and I know you're also on Facebook. What is it about the social networking that you're finding as a star that's connecting you probably even a little bit further than, you know, your predecessors?
Well, you know, it's kind of cool. You know, you can get a relationship with people and show them, like, you know what, we're just like you guys. We just have been blessed with this opportunity to be on TV or to be playing in the NBA, but we're human. You know, we're normal people.
October 28, 2009, the 22nd season of Miami Heat basketball begins. Jacks it up, bottoms up. Wade, what a break!
As Wade and I continued our conversation on center court, we turned our attention to the start of the 2009-2010 season, where Wade had some breathtaking performances. You had a couple games against Washington where it looked like you were already in March form, dropping back-to-back 40 games against them in 1 week span. How did you feel during that time?
I really don't care about dropping 40s as much as people might think I do or think guys do. You know, I understand the bigger picture. You know, for me, the bigger picture is if I got to drop 40, I mean, I would love to. I want to get other guys involved.
Nice setup, Beasley with a hammer dunk.
D-Wade has such great court vision when he dribbles the ball. Not only does he see open teammates, but delivers.
I came into this year with a different mind state. Last year, I came into it like I'm going to do it all. I want to score every bucket. I want to get every block. I wanted to do it all. I was angry. This year I came into it with, you know what, I want to make sure that I give these guys confidence throughout this year. For at the end of the year, we can be as good as we're going to be.
So take me to November 12th. It's always fun in this building and up in Cleveland when you and LeBron are going head-to-head. We know the rest of the teams are here, but we saw some magic in that game. Obviously, one of the moments that will live on forever. Even LeBron himself said one of the top 10 dunks ever was right behind you on that basket, and Anderson Varejao, you know, he had a thought about getting out the way and then decided to, you know, be the player that he is and go up and just eat it. I know you say you don't really think a lot in those moments, but you've had some opportunities to see it since then. So what are your thoughts about that moment now?
LeBron actually gave me the confidence to go do it because if anyone remember the play before I dunked it, LeBron tried to dunk on Jermaine. I looked at that like, oh, okay. So when I grabbed it and I came up the court and I seen an opportunity, I took it.
Down the floor, Wade, coast to coast. Oh, right in the grill, and a foul on Varejao. Welcome to my wall with a new poster.
And if you see I dunked it, I said that's how you do it because he tried to do it on my big guy afterwards. But you know, it's all in the game.
2 nights after having that game against Cleveland where it would be understandable if you just needed a minute, you know, just to come down off that high. You got the Nets in here. They take you guys down to the very last second, and you have one of your my house moments.
That night, New Jersey, they at one moment like they had us. But, you know, Q hit a shot that was amazing. That night, once I crossed back over and the ball bobbled for that few seconds, it gave me enough time to get a good look. And Coach know me, I'm going for it.
Here's Dwyane with 4 seconds, with 3. A 3 for the win. He did it! He did it! With a tenth of a second left!
And I went for it, and when it went in, all I could do was smile and give it the my house moment. You know, I was running down the court thinking, I said, should I give it to him? And I said, I got to. This is my house.
You have to. We all know it's Wade's house on the court, but South Florida is Wade's home. It is where he dedicates time to giving back to the community through his Wade's World Foundation.
How you doing? Good? Hello, everybody.
In speaking to Dwyane, I got the sense that his community involvement and his willingness to lend a helping hand are the moments he cherishes in life. And honestly, these life-impacting gestures are what truly make him a hero.